Kids, don't try this at home, and adults, don't try this at home either. For the first time, I'm going to attempt to sew one of my designs fully blindfolded using my wife's sleep mask. I was inspired to do this idea by the 4-part series Adolescence on Netflix. Make sure you go and watch it and stay with me until the end of the video just to see how it comes out. So wish me luck. I'm very nervous. Also, this is the design that we're going to be, well, that I'm going to be making. All right, so here goes. Deep breath. Okay, so first step is my collar. So it should be like a nice smile there. All right, I don't know why I feel so nervous. So I'm just checking that the needle was down, hopefully. Okay. All right. So guys, I can't tell you how nervous I actually feel. Crazy how much I'm having to rely on the sound of the machine to know if it's actually going through the fabric. Okay, so that's down, lift that up. Okay, I don't need that anymore. It's putting me off. Okay. Okay. All right. All right, as I say up north, cooking with gas. I'm gonna turn on my iron. Gonna get it ready because I'm using a domestic iron because normally I'll do this in my studio, but I thought because I'm doing this blindfolded, I wanna kind of be as comfortable as I can. Not saying that my studio isn't comfortable, but just wanna make sure that everything's close by me. And obviously with domestics, you have to like, oh, I realize I missed a spot there. So I'm gonna have to go back. I'll just redo this part here that I've missed. go. Let's see there. And yeah, cool. There's no finger poking out of there this time. Nice. Normally I would attempt to cut the corner of my collar, but because I'm blindfolded, that's just not gonna work. Right. There's a little gap there that I can feel as well. So a little bit, yeah, cool, I can feel that. So those of you that have never come across me, I've been in the fashion industry for 22 years. I've been sewing for 22 years. So I literally woke up this morning, I thought, hey, let me just try something insanely difficult and see how it turns out. So I'm just going to feel about for the threads that I need to cut. Cool. Right. So now, good, okay. So no holes in my collar. This is, I feel quite vulnerable. Okay, cool. See, I probably estimate I've made about, in terms of garments, I've easily made a couple thousand, maybe close, probably about 5,000 garments in my 22-year career in fashion. Cool, so that should be our collar, at least half well trimmed. I'm just going to cut the thread there. Cool, so that should be my asymmetric collar, which is a signature detail on all of my kind of garments. Well, not all of them, some of them. Now this should be our collar stand, and it should be like a smile. All right, so this is very, very tricky. Oh, it's all tricky really, isn't it? Okay, so basically I've got a notch in here. Got a notch there, perfect. So this is where my collar all right, cool. Also, I don't like working with pins. If you've ever been taught by me, or you see me like in my factory or any of the number of places I've worked at, I don't use pins because I find them quite annoying. But actually, they would be my saving grace here, to be honest. Okay, what's going on here? Something's stuck. Okay, so there's a needle down something. Okay. Okay, so I think the needle was down, which is, whew. All right, cool. Okay, so that's not in yet, pardon. Okay, there you go, got it. So that. So before I go too far ahead, I was going to check that's actually sewing. Okay, perfect. Okay. So I'm purely relying upon the sound of the machine here. There's a certain like kind of tinny tap that it makes if it's not actually sewing. Okay, so I think it's not sewing a certain part of it. Okay, so it stopped sewing somewhere, which is odd. Okay, so they're both threads are still in there. So somewhere like there. Okay, cool. So I think it's just come off. I think that's kind of what I could hear actually. That tinny tap. Okay, cool. Let's try it again. Ugh. Okay, so Okay. I think once I kind of overcome my nerves, I'll be much better. Oh, 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 oh. Whew. Let's cut some thread there. Let's cut some fabric. That would not have been good. Okay, so. Okay, so that should. All right. Ugh, God. So now I'm sewing, well, I'm closing my collar stand. And so guys, just so you know, there's no like braille markers or anything on like the fabric. I'm literally having to just hope for the best, really, and feel. Okay, so the needle's gone all the way down. Okay, that can go up. I can pull it, so I know that it's locked the fabric in. All right, so now I'm closing everything together. All right. So before I get too far, I was going to check that. Yep, cool, nice. I think I slept funny. My neck is feeling crazy. I think it might just be the tenseness of the challenge. I think we're coming to the end now. All right. Okay. Whew, okay. I feel like I need a drink. My nerves are. Get that on ready again. So, technically, what I kind of do is I'll take that, do a nice little. That is so annoying. It's obviously the delivery guy. Just gonna have to wait. Okay, so I can feel a little split. That little split there. There's a corner. Yeah, I think that's a split. it's not sewn correctly. Okay. Whew. Just okay. So that should be my thumb underneath there. That splits. Yeah, cool, perfect. That's sewn correctly. What I'm hoping okay. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna press that out a little bit more actually. Okay. So I'm hoping I was gonna, hopefully that matches a little bit. But this is what we're kind of, that's what we're kind of going for. Yeah, one should be longer than the other. Yeah, nice. Cool. Lord knows how my ironing is blindfolded. All right, cool. All right, so next, what do I have? That's my collar piece. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna dash it on the floor. I don't need that. Next should be, so these should be my cuffs, right? Cool, all right. So dash that on the floor. Mm-hmm. 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 Piece of drop out. Right, okay. Cool, so that first cuff is done. So I had to kind of purse this on between my lips so I can hold it in place, otherwise I would have completely lost where I was. All right. God, this is crazy. All right, so that's done. Yes, cool. Let's cut. All right. Okay, all right, cool. All right, breathe, Emile. Breathe, breathe, breathe. So the ironic thing is, I actually got into music before I got into fashion. I was about 18 years old. And the way I got into fashion was that I was actually bored. And I was bored of doing music, bored of doing art, bored of doing graphics, even though I was extremely good at it. I remember applying to art colleges at the time. And then suddenly I decided, like, I'm bored of this stuff. I realized that I needed to set myself a new challenge. And growing up in the household, seeing my mum sew, I just decided to just watch her. And then she taught me a few kind of tricks and kind of basic skills. And I just fell in love with the whole process after that. So pretty much like this. I've been doing fashion for so long that I kind of got bored and I needed to find myself a new trick, really. Something else to do that was going to keep me interested and excited, and I thought, why not? Let me just try and make a garment blindfolded, as normal people would do. All right, so I mean, that feels all right. Hopefully my corners look decent. I mean, what I've learned over the years is to be a really good dressmaker, machinist, you have to this is my back yoke, because remember, I'm creating one of my styles here, not, you know, creating a style from someone else. You need to be in tune with your machine. So I own about 30 industrial machines, each of which I know how to thread it up. And I'm talking about from a buttonhole machine to a flatsy machine, to overlockers to cover stitches. So in owning a factory, I made sure that whenever they delivered the sewing machine to my studio, that I recorded and watched them with piercing attention, how they were setting it up. So A, I didn't need to call them back, and B, you know, it's just another skill I can add to my CV. Okay, if I'll go to follow and check that it's actually sewing. Yep. Oh Lord. Okay, so that's all the way down. Yeah, so going back to what I was saying, you need to be a good dressmaker, machinist, you need to be at one with your machine. And by that I mean, even just by hearing it, you know that it's not working right. Yeah, you need to respect it. It's kind of like your child in a way. So don't attempt anything like this if you've just been sewing for like 2 weeks. As a reminder, I've been sewing for 22 years at a solid level. So I've worked as a machinist at Alexander McQueen. I've worked at Roland Murray. I've worked at Ralph and Russo. I've worked at Kanye West. I've worked at Issa. So I've worked at a lot of like couture houses, high fashion houses as a machinist. And I remember one time I was at McQueen and they hired me. Literally all I did one day was different types of collars. And at that time they were paying me like, I don't know, 16, 18 pounds an hour. And this was 10 years ago. So that was quite a lot of money. And that's all they wanted me to do all day long, just make different kinds of collars. And that just shows the level of detail that a company like McQueen goes into to achieve the right look. That they don't compromise. So with my day rate being whatever 18 times 8 hours is, no, it's about 10 hours. So yeah, so £180 for the day, just to sew collars. And that's before, you know, they even consider the rest of the garment. So I want to be that kind of same designer that pays such attention to detail in that way, you know. For those of you that don't know, the first business I had was I was selling to Topshop and ASOS, and that was a high street company, and we did pretty well. I got that large contract straight out of graduating from uni. Yeah, so with a little bit of luck and a lot of hard work, I was selling them. So that should be my yoke. That's my back yoke. Gonna be there on the shirt. Yeah, so should have a nice kind of point there. So that can either be called your back yoke or your storm flap. So now I'm feeling about for what should be, what is this? God. So that should be my sleeve. So I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm going to get going to feel that for my back. Okay, cool. All right, so this should be oh, is it? Ah, yeah, cool, perfect. Okay, so this is the back. Right there, hopefully, yeah. So now I'm going to take my yoke, which is somewhere on my lap. All right. I'm going to mount my yoke. So, yeah. Cool. I'm going to mount my yoke onto the back of my blouse. Okay. So the reason why I'm doing this is just to make it easier on myself and have the yoke stay in place when I'm sewing the rest of the garment together. Otherwise it becomes very, very fiddly. And even if I wasn't blindfolded, I would still be doing this. Right. Okay, so I should be sewing my neckline. Okay, so that's done. Oof. Okay, just double checking that she's sewing, because that'll crash my whole party. So the bloody machine isn't sewing. Oh. That doesn't sound good. That does not sound good. Okay, right. Phew. Okay, so that is, let's feel back for that first before I show it to you. Like a fool. All right, cool. That's my back. Now I'm going to sew I'm going to just lock this in here so it doesn't go anywhere. I'm going to feel about for one of the penultimate pieces. This is cool. This should be my front body right there. Yeah, that's the left and the right. So dash that away, and then so this now should be my other side. Oh man. So I sometimes do things in a bit of a lazy way. Instead of kind of stopping and cutting, I'm just gonna I'm doing one shoulder seam, now I'm doing the other seam. I'm just kind of carrying on the stitch, hoping for the best that it will catch it, and I think it has actually. So it's a bully for me. Oh, do you know what? I need water. I'm bloody parched. The thing is, I can't drink too much water because I don't want any bathroom breaks. All right, cool. Cool. I'm actually feeling less nervous now. So hopefully that is a good thing. Okay. So that is cool. So let's put that on for you, and then you can. That should be able to see that coming together quite nicely now. So before I add on my sleeve, I'm gonna fold back ouch. See, that's how you know I'm properly blindfolded, guys. I just burn my bloody finger. Right, cool. So I'm doing the right hand side of my placket. It is really burning. It's like really stinging my hand. Okay. All right, cool. So now I'm gonna So I've marked a notch on both kind of sides, so I should be able to just pull it in one go. It should. Ugh. All right, cool. So on more like high class shirts, the button stand, they what do? They see like a top stitch. Well, no, sorry, scratch that. On commercial shirts, you see like a top stitch, well, 2 rows of top stitching on the button placket. But for my kind of shirts and blouses, I don't do any kind of top stitching because I think it adds a more high class finish. But so that's why I'm just folding this backwards, because like if I was having this made in the factory, I wouldn't have the machinists do any kind of top stitch on top. So just feel about for my notch up here. Yep, cool. So that, yeah, pretty certain that's my notch. Ugh. God, it's starting to get hot. Okay. All right, cool. So see, that's not properly pressed. Okay. All right, cool. All right, so now I'm gonna actually sew my collar on. I'm just feeling about for my collar, guys, not doing anything else. It's a family show, it's a family show. All right. So, and to be honest, it doesn't really matter which side the longer or the shorter kind of part is. All right. This is, okay, maybe I'll do this in 2 parts. I'll do my holding stitch first to my collar. All right, fingers crossed that would go in there. All right. Okay, what's going on there? Okay, so that's yes. All right. Listen, hold on. I'm a bit worried because I can hear that loud knock sound. All right, listen, if I manage to finish this garment, then I want the crown as the world's best fashion designer. Right, because I haven't seen anybody attempt this. All right, cool. All right, enough of the self-aggrandizing and back to work, Emile. You know, normally I like to work with music in the background, but obviously because I've got the mic on, I can't. And because I listen to a lot of like hip hop and I listen to everything. But yeah, I don't want any kind of swearing. I listen to a lot of drill, grime, hip hop, when I'm working, because I need to be energized. So the gospel stuff comes on, you know, when I'm maybe driving home, and then when I've got the kids in the car and my wife, I've got to have a piano. So yeah. So I'm working in silence, which makes it doubly hard for me. So, oh God, my eyes are sweating. Don't know how my wife sleeps with this thing on, because it's really annoying. Okay, so. All right. Okay. Okay, that was worrying me a bit. Okay. Okay, so okay, I've got my cuffs. Yeah, cool. My cuffs are still in place. The last thing I want is if anything to drop off. I have to be fumbling around on the floor to find it. So I've given myself an hour to make this. So Lord knows how I'm doing for time. Should have got one of those speaking clocks. Okay. So, all right. Okay, let me check that I'm actually sewing here. Okay, so that, okay, cool. Oof, that bloody neck ache is back. The thing is, if you're going to attempt something like this, you need a very reliable machine. So thank you, Husqvarna. You know, you get some missing machines that go chugga, 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 chugga. It sounds a lot as loud like a bloody train. This one seems quite smooth. All right. Feels like we're getting to the end now. All right. Now this is what separates the men from the boys. So it's the finishing. It's okay. So, whew. Right, cool. hopefully I've got half decent colour there. Oof. Nice, okay, cool. Cool beans, cool beans. So next I'm going to, what am I going to do? Sew my sleeve on. All right, so when you're sewing sleeves, if you've got a pattern professionally done, then you have what's called notches marked on the sleeve head. I'll show you when it comes off. Lock that in place. My sleeves are here. Cool. All right, so this slot here is like for the cuff opening. So that immediately shows me that I'm nearer to the back than to the front. And the way you identify the back, obviously, even if you haven't got that, is that there'll be 2 notches there. Somewhere there you get 2 notches. It's close together. And then there'll be 1 notch over here. So I know, because I'm an expert, immediately how to position my sleeve. So I started with the front side of my shirt. So actually, no, technically I don't need to come and put it in my mouth. All right, so I'm gonna take this back out. And then okay. For now, so I can start the way that I am. Cause a very fire. Alright. It's so easy to reach track actually. Normally, like, I prefer sewing at night time because that way my phone's not ringing. And yeah, like if ever I'm sewing and I make 3 mistakes in a row, I just shut the machine off because it's a sign that I'm mentally not there. And like I said, with sewing, you have to be in tune with your sewing machine. And for me anyway, I know that the garment's not going to come out right. So I just go off and do something else. And then start again the next day. Before going any further, let me just check that. Cool. There's no gaps, No gaps. Right. So we're cooking gas. As I see that off. Cooking gas. with me. Okay. Okay, so alright, so I'm just gonna crack on and sew the side seam fully closed. Alright. Iron, I know you're there. So at this point, I'm just doing the underarm, making sure that the seams match. Obviously, I'm having to feel around for that. I guess some dressmakers will use pins, like I said earlier on. I don't. I'm hoping for the best. My lips probably look so dry in this video. So if they do, then I guess it doesn't matter because I'm not here for my dry lips. Alright. This is mad. Okay, whenever the thread gets trapped around the foot, it always scares me. Even if I wasn't blindfolded, it would scare me. Alright, turn that the right way around. We should have a nice sleeve. Cool, okay. Well, it feels pretty decent. I was going to say it looks pretty decent, but obviously I can't see. Alright, so now I'm going to do the other side of the blouse. Oh, God, where's it gone? So this time I'll start from the back. So let's make sure cuff opening is in the right spot. Oh God, I need a steam room and a steam up after this. I'm actually missing the gym to do this. I go to the gym like pretty much every day now. It's a big part of my mental health regime, working out. I don't want to talk too much. Make a mistake. Gas. I guess if you notice, each time I kind of have to lean towards the machine a bit just so I can hear what's going on. And in a weird way, I can smell what's going on. Like you can smell if your machine is functioning correctly. Functioning correctly. Was my chair creaking, anything else? Okay, not entirely sure why these chairs are creaking out. I need brand new. And John Lewis as well. Right, let's focus in. Also, one of the reasons why I didn't use one of my industrial machines to do this demonstration is that if you ever had sewing machine needle go right through your finger, I have quite a few times, and it's always been on an industrial. So it's sewing with an industrial is like driving a car. It's obviously goes at high speed. So I wanted the pace slowed down a bit, just to ensure kind of my safety. So hence why I'm using this fabulous machine by Husqvarna. I need like my wife behind me rubbing my back. A, I'm not a person, I don't really like massages, and two, I don't like other people massaging me. I don't like people touching me. My muscles are killing me. That doesn't sound good. Something's stuck there. Please don't say it come up. Oh, I know what's happened. Two-thirds. Still gonna go from underneath. Be easy. See, I told you. At one with your machine. If your ears are working, you can hear what's going on. Oh, God. It looks like a mess inside. So we kind of overlook business. I'm going to cut all the frayed threads after. So I'm going to do things in a bit of a backwards way actually. I'm going to think back for my hem. Okay, so my hem there. So I'm going to just double check. So I want the hem to be this part's a bit unnecessary, but I do want to make sure that the quality is good. Just matching up my button stand packing. And I'm going to press this. So this is really lush eyes. Come on. I also want to make sure that I'm sewing the hem now. Make sure that it's even on both sides. So I'm going to fold this one back. So I wish I had some easy. So it's 10 times easier. Ouch. Okay. Oh man. So my pen now is going to feel about 4. Okay, right, first time. Got it now. Totally miss this or mess this up. Okay, drink. Missed a little bit of that. It's that. I can feel that. Missed a bit there. Go back over that. Just want to be a bit pedantic about it. And I know I'm not going into the same, I'm going to have a mismatched line because okay, cool. What is that? threads come out. I've still got 2 threads there. Alright, come on, do this. See guys, this is where I'm getting tired, making mistakes. The third one I have to stop. And meet the feet. So this one last time, and then I'm going to call it a day. Do you know, actually, I'm going to come back to this because I need to fresh eyes. So that's my sleeve, my cuff. Drops on the floor. Yeah, sometimes you just need to move on to something different if one thing doesn't go right. So I always say that was beginner's luck, getting the cuff right first time around, but we all know that's not true. So I'm going to do my other cuff. So I'm imagining music in my head, hence I keep on off my head back and forth in that way. All right, so okay, so I'm on the home straight. You just need to crack this hem. That's my cuff done. All right, let me take one final breath. It's probably looking terrible right now. So just like, allow me, guys. Okay, so that's like 10. All right, I'm not doing this again. I'm saying I'm not going to let them, but I know I have to. It's all I'm a quitter. Okay, let me feel about what's going on here. Okay, so what's happened is my feathers run out. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll do a little bit of a cheat. Recut. Actually, John, I'm not going to do that. Cool. I think I'm done. The last I'm going to do actually is going to neaten up this collar, these edges. That's annoying me a little bit. Oh God, oh, ouch, 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 ouch. Right, so we're gonna put it to one side. My eyes are literally burning. Take a look at this. So, it's not a bad attempt. So I was blindfolded. That's taken me about an hour. The only fault I was probably spot is over here. Didn't catch my sleeve head. There was no one here to tell me. Cutting these 3 bits of thread off. Let's take a look at the back. I just wish I'd been able to get that hem right. But this is what we call a toile in the industry. Coming up on the screen now is the actual commercialized final version of this concept, which I'm selling on my website, so you can go and purchase it. Let me know what you think of the finished product in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for staying with me throughout the entirety of the video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.